Hey, what's up? What's good, people? Uh, Today, this is kind of glinting a little bit. But anyway, what's up, people? I just want to talk about far as have you ever took one for the team? And what I mean far as that says you out with a group of people, right? Where your little clique, your homeboys, homegirl, whatever. And and they say that you run to another group of this, say another group, whatever, you find some of them whatever attractive, whatever, but you always have that one whatever is like I guess that one friend they may not be as attractive. So your buddies or your girls, whatever, and they ask you to step in to get the other person off and you be like, so you go and so called holler at the one that's not attractive. I don't want to use the word ugly, but you holler at the one that's not, I guess, the person that enters and they feel like the other person might be hating. So you take one for the team. You go holler at the one uh, uh, that you have no attention to holler at, but you holler at for your buddy or your homegirl, or whatever, so that you can at least have the opportunity to talk to the person that you are interested in. You know what I'm saying? So in the times I took so called plenty for the team. You know what I'm saying? They knew I was the type of person I didn't care because I'm the type of person where um, I don't judge. You know what I'm saying? Like we all judgmental people. You know what I'm saying? That just in our nature as human beings. You know what I'm saying? You may not think that you're not a judgmental person, but we do judge, or we do have, which is really pretty much our own opinion. But anyway, there been times where that I was out with my homeboys, whatever. This is talking back in the day stories and shit. You know, whereas that when I was younger, I used to work for a school bus company, and a buddy of mine, we hung out a lot, and we had a female colleague, coworker, whatever you want to call them, and her grandmother owned a little spot. You know what I'm saying? And if you're from the city, I was gonna say where the location was, which is not there anymore. But anyway, she invited us to her grandmama's spot that uh that her grandma owned. It was a nice little jumping little spot. I mean, I would never think that it was the way it was sitting at in that area that I would never think that it was actually a little hole in the wall joint that was actually jumping like that. But anyway, back in that time, so me and my boy and a couple more others that he knew, we all went there and everything. And I guess it was a set of females, whatever, and it was just, one that was really, I guess, they considered not all that attractive. They was like, "Yo, Lee, man, go and holler, holler at old girl. We know you don't really care about, what I'm saying, uh, 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 getting rid of the, I guess the hater or the one that was hating on the friend that I guess that's very attractive, whatever." And at that time, I didn't care because actually I had made a couple of good friends doing that. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize that. But in their head, they got an image to uphold or whatever the case may be. Now, I go holler at the person, you know what I'm saying? Say, hey, how you doing? My name's Lee, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, like, hey, look, to be honest, I'm over here. I kind of give them the little rundown. Not saying that I was spoiling it, but at the same time, I don't want no stranger not to feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like gave a few the scoop, but not all of them. So after get to knowing them and everything, they become cool. It's all right, cool with. Well, at that time, it wasn't really cell phones; it was pager at that time. So I'm a little up there. So uh, during that time, you exchange pages, numbers, and stuff like that. So you were like, well, if you see this number, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? That's me. So you be like, okay, cool. So there been times I hung out with them and they was cool. Had, saying, went to the, lakefront, whatever, and would kick it. But most times, them kind of females had more so-called very, very attractive friends. Which most time I was never really like into because I'm the type of person I'm into good conversation and how you really carry yourself, because it could be a pretty like a pretty girl, like a Holly Berry type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And have a jacked up attitude, which make them real ugly. And I read to a few like that. That's why I never really jumped on like, oh man, she bad, she fine, because some of them not wrapped too tight. And I mean, that's just my opinion. I truly hate to say that, but that's just my opinion. Now, most time, let's say I'm out with my buddies. I say, all right, man, let me hit such such. They're like, who's that? And I'll be like, man, remember Shawty at such such club at Shea, grandmama spot, whatever. They be like, yeah, yeah. And I said, remember them? They like, I said, yeah, I'm hit up. They're like, you hollering at that? Like, look here, man. It doesn't matter if I'm hollering at, but at the same time, I'm sure she with her crew. Come on, let's all mingle and hang. So I'll call them up, well, tell them to, let them know where we at, whatever, blah, 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 or where we're going to be at. So they come up and be like, yo, man, like she got some bad. Like, yeah. And at the same time, them same one, uh, because to be honest with you, them good looking friends be hating on the one they use whatever as the not attractive type friend. They looking like, man, she know a lot of people like who, so they try to hang with her more or whatever, or try to figure, because it was a time that one thought we was actually kicking it because we was actually kind of hanging a lot. And one of her friends on the side tried to holler at me like thinking we was together, but on some stuff, say, man. So I told her, say, hey man, look, I'm gonna let you know that that's really not your friend, because if I was your guy, she's gonna try to creep up on your guy. So you know what I'm saying? So be careful on that, man. So my main thing is taking one for the team is cool if your intentions are good. But if it's all jacked up, then don't do it. Don't do it for the team. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a people person. I like meeting all kinds of people, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judgmental, whatever, because my attitude is that give me respect the same I was give you. You know, as they say, treat others like you would like to be treated. And that's all what it is. So me taking one for the team, it wasn't really like taking one for the team. I got to meet someone and they turned out to be cool. Uh, later on down the road, you know what I'm saying? Some people lose touch. Sometimes people keep number. And nowadays, shoot, I think nobody can never get lost uh, with nobody now. Now with Facebook, Instagram, all this social media. But at that time, it was just pages and cell phones, and people numbers constantly change or people move. So you kind of that's how you lose out of touch with certain people during that time. So luckily, a friend of mine's uh, she reached back to me. It been a minute, but she found me because she kept her old. Back in the day, man, we used to have to write phone numbers in the little black book, the little phone books back in the day. And I guess she still had my OG phone number in there because my mother number never changed. My mother had that same number for years, and so she decided to call it. Anybody, let me ask you, anybody who moms that's like probably like late 50s, 60 and up, still got a landline that been in the same house for years. I'm sure they still got them same numbers they had almost over 30 to 40 some years. So so if y'all still count old numbers, somebody you want to reach and you wrote it, I don't think people even do phone books anymore because everything's in their cell phones now. And I'm gonna start doing that though. I have to go back to old stuff because old stuff is cool to do. Um, but anyway, back to the story. Point of the story is taking one for the team. Like I said, you might end up meeting some cool people doing that because your group of friends see this and they think, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Because I've met a lot of cool people, females doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, yes, I know the first thing of being attracted to a person most time is a look or appearance, or whatever the case may be. But my thing is, like I said, during that time, it was fun, it was cool, and everybody who hung with me knew that I didn't mind talking or hollering at someone who they may thought that wasn't all that attractive to pull away from the attractive person that they was interested in. So it was all good, but it was fun. And so uh, taking one for the team, I didn't care about doing. So people, just if your attention is going to be good by talk to the person don't want to be bothered, then you pull away. You know what I'm saying? So, well, that's one little story I wanted to share about far as one for the team. And I don't know, that was on my mind for a while. I was thinking about, man, like, remember back in the day that you always had to take one for the team. And so I was one of them guys that always took that, like, yo, hey, Lee, hey, man, hey, I'm trying to holler at Shouty. Well, hey, man, holler at the one that's, you know what I'm saying? Because I know she going to, if I step up, I know she going to be hating. They always say something and doing all that. So we'll both maybe approach and I holler at the one he want me to holler at, whatever, this and that, and he going to pull away from the, you know what I'm saying? So, me, I didn't care, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I met good people doing that. So, but y'all people, y'all have a great day and you enjoy whatever you're doing, during the rest of your day, whatever. I got an appointment a little later. Gotta get this grill done, get it clean. Dental appointment. Lord, I hate going to the dentist, but you got to get it done. If you still want your grill, which I have a few that's missing in the back because when them suckers starting hurting, I definitely do not want to try to save it because there've been a couple of times I tried to save it and them suckers still was hurting. Later. Well, not right away, but later on down the road, it started acting up again. So I like, look, forget trying to save it, man. It hurts, man. Get this sucker out. So, but all right, people. I don't mean to keep running them out, but y'all have a good day, okay? Peace.